Love and Order. We got them
All right,
coming up.
y'all.
We got coming up right now.
Let's get
Shout
ready
out
for
to
the
DJ
show.
Sunfire.
I'll be
We
back later. I
appreciate
could
you,
come
love.
back later, vibes. All right.
All right, for
For the
sure, for
outro.
sure.
All right, later,
I
y'all.
appreciate you, love. All right, let's go ahead and get it started. We got Elder Drug and we got Double. Swear, bro. What's
Yeah.
up, bro? What's going on? Elder Drug in the building. Shout out to Elder Drug. Shout out to my guy Double in the building. Hey, we go ahead and we're gonna try this new game. New game. How y'all feeling today? Go ahead and give you the
Great.
go ahead and give your intros, and we're gonna get this thing going, get this game started.
Yeah, y'all. What's up? My name is Elle, the drug. I'm excited to be back
It's
and
been a minute. It's been a
win again.
minute. She said win again.
But no,
Hey,
but this is
Double.
gonna be fun. Me and Double work together on a lot of different shows. We be doing different like that. So I'm excited to be here. These
Yeah,
guys are my friends doing.
let's go. Elder Drug in the building. Hey, shout out to my guy Double. What's up, Double?
Big double, not the little one, man. Y'all already know I am brand new to the app. I am super grateful for this opportunity. You know what I mean? I've never been on a show like this, so I'm super honored, Your Honor. You know what I mean? I'm brand new, like, shows. I have a whole bunch of content. You know what I mean? Tap in. We got a whole lot going on. Tap into my bio. And even though I love me some Elder Drug tonight, I know we're probably going against each other. So she's my op tonight. Tonight she is my op. You
She
know what I'm
is the
saying? So don't even refer to me as your friend or your family. Tonight you are my op.
Hey, the
Wow,
ops
your
is the
first
ops are out.
Sunday,
Hey,
Sunday.
everything is out. Everything's official. We officially now Love and Order season 2. Hey, let the games begin tonight. We got something a little different for y'all. We got a different game segment which I added on to Love and Order. We usually have the regular court cases. This one's gonna be particularly a little bit different because what we're gonna do is we're gonna attack a couple of different scenarios here. So what it is, I'm gonna explain to y'all, everybody in the comments, everybody in the building. Basically, what we're doing is it'll be a 4 minute content, 4 minutes apiece. They get 4 minutes apiece to do the regular open, closing, little evidence. Kind of convince the audience. So you audience, the comments, y'all in charge of who wins this battle, who wins the cases. All right, so we're gonna go through a lot of just general current events and worldly type of questions that we ask about relationships, and they gonna go at it back and forth, and they gonna convince y'all who's gonna win these cases. Will it be Big Double, top badge status? Will it be top badge Elder Drug? So let's get it going right now. So I see Nikki 24/7 in here. Nikki, did you want to
Yeah.
box up? Nikki will probably want to box up real quick.
I
Say
don't
say a
think
few
she would.
words. She just got in here. Nikki, you want to box up? There she go. Appreciate everybody being in here. I appreciate everybody. It's been a minute. I took a little hiatus last week. I had to take a little break. Heck
They
yeah,
are
for sure.
very important.
Nikki 24/7 in the building.
Nice.
Hey. Listen, I'm looking forward to this. If you guys do not know what's happening tonight, we got the code against the code. But, I'm not going to act like I have any, whatever's happening here. But I
Yeah.
know my girl, L, the drug, is going to deliver
We
on this.
heard. Did
Double,
you
double, you
hear?
full of
She's
trouble.
so
We heard.
biased,
You
yo.
full of trouble, but it's okay, Double. I'm gonna be down here handling this
Hey, double.
crowd down here because this is a little
Yeah.
unruly.
Yeah, you,
Okay,
you you go back
so
down there. You go
Thank
back
you,
you
down
know
there.
Bailiff.
what? You know what?
Thank you, Bailiff. We appreciate you.
Shout out to Nikki
Always,
24/7. The
always some,
bailiff.
always some
The
prejudice
bailiff.
going on in here. Every time I get someone come
Always.
in,
Listen,
You already know what
hey.
that's gonna be when you say when you have Elder Drug in here. You already know what it's gonna be, man. Shout out to everybody.
First of all,
Everybody in the
don't act like you're
comments.
not Team L, Your Honor. Don't act like you're not Team L.
I am
Okay.
T-Mail. I'm
Yeah,
T-Mail.
period.
I am T-Mail. Shout out.
That's
Hey,
not
but
true
I'm
though.
Team Double too. That's my guy. That's my guy right there. That's my guy. Though. Hey, everybody in the comments, do me a favor when you hear these arguments. We're gonna talk about these arguments. With we got round one coming up right now. We need crowd participation. We need comments. When we say it's time to vote to see who wins that argument, we need those. We need the comments to go lit and see who is the winner of it. So team one is gonna be Elder Drug, and team two will be Double. So when I say team, who's gonna be the winner, you put one or two. All right, that refers to team one refers to L, and team two refers to Big Top Bass Double. As far as so, we appreciate y'all being here. We're gonna get these things started, and we got. Hold on, so let me get my questions up there. All right, so this is the first scenario or question. The first question I'm going to give y'all is: should there be gender roles in relationships? Should there be gender roles in relationships? So what we're going to do now? We're going to put 4 minutes on the clock. Nikki 24/7. If you could put a timer on there for me, Nikki 24/7 will handle the
Right.
time. Yes.
May I please go second? Is that okay?
You want to go second? That's
If
fine. You want
that's
to go
okay.
second? You
If the
want you
court
want
would oblige.
That would be okay if there wasn't a gender role in this actual court right now. I would like to let the ladies go first. I'm so sorry. I will allow the ladies to go first, just the way
I,
it's supposed to be. Thank you so much.
I tell you what. This is how we gonna do it. We're just gonna do the roll. All right. So L, give me a number, and then double give me a number. I'm gonna roll the dice with whatever, whichever is closest to. That's who goes first. All right, L,
Three,
what's your number? One through six.
three.
Three. Double, what's yours?
I had the same number. 4.
All
I should have went with four. Thank you so much.
right, let me see. Let's see what it come. Did it come up yet? Oh, there
My
you
heart
go.
is pounding right now.
Ah,
Four.
see, never go
Four it
against
is.
Beyonce, y'all.
I
Always
rest
go
my case.
for.
I rest my case, Your Honor. I rest
All
my
right,
case.
all right,
All
all right.
right, so that means L's drug going first, right?
That's
All
what
right,
it
so
is.
we go. So the question is, audience, remember, we need your crowd participation and comments to decide at the end of this who wins. We got 4 minutes on the clock. Nikki, go ahead and get the timer started, or I can do it, whichever one. All right, so the question is again, should there be gender roles in relationships? And timer starts now. So we'll go ahead.
Okay.
L drug.
Thank you, Judge Vibes. Thank you, Court. I'm excited to be here today. So the question posed is, should there be gender roles in relationships? And the answer is no. No, gender
Mm,
roles are, right? Gender roles are outdated, they are oppressive, and they limit individual freedom. You understand what I'm saying? So whenever you have a role strictly based on your gender, that means that it is understood that you cannot go outside of these roles, and that the other person then shouldn't be able to isn't able to help you in those roles strictly
mhm,
based on gender, which is deemed by society in and of itself, right? So that takes away your choice as a person for both men and women. Statistical evidence includes a 2023 research study where 72% of women believe that traditional gender roles in relationships and marriage are restrictive and harmful to personal growth. We know that whenever we are in relationships, whenever we give so much of ourselves in a certain intimate space, you tend to lose part of, some of your drive, some of your passion, right? Like you kind of get settled into that comfortable space. Now,
mm,
that's in and of itself in a relationship. If we add gender roles on top of that, now you're just in autopilot. You're just doing what it is you seem to be doing. There's less room for passion, there's less room for fulfillment, there's less room for doing the things that actually drive you as a person, all right? I'd also like to include that in many cultures, women are still expected to bear the brunt of household duties even when working full time. So you go to work full time, 40 hours a week, right? And you have kids and you have to take care of, and you have to tend to your mate, and you have to get the food, and you have to clean the house, and you have to, right? That in and of itself is a second full time job, right? And if we're thinking about
mhm,
traditional roles, that's not fair, right? That's not fair to the women involved in the situation. It's just not. So we have to keep in mind that, especially in today's society, when you're working, when women are, statistically, women are working the same hours, right? The same 40 hours, the same full time, and then
mm.
coming home into their role, their gender role, it's tiring, it's demeaning, and it is disrespectful, right? Shout out to Top Edrello in the building. Now, what I would also like to add is a 2021 study by the Bureau of Labor Statistics that found women in heterosexual marriages still do twice as much unpaid domestic labor as their male partners strictly because of their gender roles. All right. Love is a partnership, not a hierarchy. The idea that one
Mhm.
partner must cook while the other must work on the car is a relic of the past that has no place in modern equal relations. Thank you, Your Honor.
Amazing. And the time we had 1 minute left. I think we got a
We
couple
have
seconds left
45
there.
Oh,
seconds left.
okay, that's
45
fine. I
seconds
got
left
another
though. You know,
45 seconds.
go ahead,
Now,
do your
I,
thing,
I
L.
assume that, the defense will argue that gender roles exist for a reason. Men and women are naturally inclined to be different. But I would
Mhm.
urge you to remember that biology does not dictate social roles. If it did, why do female CEOs, female soldiers, and stay at home dads exist? People should be free to choose their own paths, not be boxed in by an outdated norm based on something that they were born into.
All right. Double, you agree with that? You agree with that, or
Um,
what's your argument on the subject?
Your Honor, I would like to object. Okay.
You know, let's
Due to the sake
you,
of the
you ready,
conversation.
Nikki. You ready to start yet? Hold on 1 second. Do
Sir,
it 1 second. You ready to
sir.
start yet, Nikki?
Are we starting yet? Yeah. Do we need? You gotta let me start the time again. Push me on
Yes,
mute,
of
and
course.
when I do this, the time will be over. So put me on mute.
So
Push on me.
before I was rudely interrupted, Your Honor, I would like to say that I do 100% object to that right now, and I would like to hold the people that we're going against in contempt because I didn't know we were going against AI right now as well. Okay, just letting you know that for sure. But gender roles are definitely necessary. Okay, the word itself, roles, means that you have an assignment. Everybody has a part to play. Now, it is 2025. Okay, we're going to cut the sexism. We're not going to say, hey, the man has to go and be the breadwinner anymore because women are making more money, right? We're not saying that the women have to do all the dishes now and stuff like that, too, because the house has to be clean. Jobs have to be
Mhm.
done. We understand that, right? But if someone were to break into the house, would the woman be looking at her man for some type of protection? I believe so. That is that man's duty to keep the house, the home, and the family safe. Okay, while the woman is still, expected to, nurture. Right, she's expected to care, give that love and stuff like that. Of course, for sure, we do appreciate that. So thank you for some of the details that you did inquire and throw it to us today, for sure. But we want to let you know that gender roles are definitely, definitely, definitely necessary. Okay, now as a man, you want us to be a little aggressive. You want us to be a little strong, of course, right? But if the car is breaking down, are we expecting the woman to be on the highway in the middle of the night fixing the car? Do we want the woman to be pumping the gas? No, we don't want that, right? Are women comfortable doing these roles that were not necessarily assigned to them, but were handed to them throughout the process of the life that we are living now? Exactly. I want to say that. Exactly. Thank you very much. Okay. Thank you guys so much.
Wow.
But we're expecting our women to be more financially, not necessarily stable, but more financially secure, right? More financially aware, right? That is not necessarily a role, but that is something that we are expecting and accepting to for now. I have to use the whole time, or am I good right now? I'm good.
Now you can use as much time as you want.
I'm good.
And then
That's
whenever
my
you, if
case,
you
Your Honor.
he
That's
rests
my
his,
case.
he say he rests his case. He say he rests his case. Audience, what y'all think? Y'all think gender roles are necessary in relationships? Put your comments in. Let us know what y'all think. You know what I'm saying? And then we're gonna go into Elder Drug. Make her point. El, do you have any last minute things you want to say? Like you want to add
Yes,
just a little bit?
I just want to point out that, the argument is really about gender roles, not relationship things. Gender roles are on gender and whatever gender you are, whatever gender you
Mhm.
identify as. Whereas relationship roles are do this because you're better at it. I do this because I'm better at it. Together we're
Right.
we make it. So
Right.
relationship roles are necessary. And this conversation.
So taking trash is not specifically made for men, that you were just saying.
If if
Does it
you work
matter?
overnight, if you work overnight and you don't get home until after and
Yeah.
you're, sleeping for your shift as a man, I would take out because
Mm-hmm.
that's what
Okay.
I
Um,
love it. I love it.
I'm going to be respectful in the court, even though I do hear a lot of words that go in circles that equate to nothing at all. I just want to let you know that, yes, these are relationship roles. These are relationship roles that are presented to us by our gender. I rest my case. Thank you so much, Your Honor.
I love it. I love it. Shout out to both of y'all for your arguments. All right, now we're gonna go into it. Let's go and decide right now. Everybody in the comments, go ahead and add who wins this argument. Is it gonna be one for Elder Drug or is it two for Big Double? One or
I
two?
see.
Nikki, you can't vote, Nikki. Your vote does not
Two.
count, Nikki. Your vote does not count, Nikki.
Nikki
Casper.
cannot vote.
Your vote doesn't count.
uh,
No, you're a part of the show.
The fact that okay, hold on, time out. You right, my vote won't count. Let me go make a phone call real quick. I'll be back.
Hold on. Let me make one too. Hold on. Give me 1 second.
Ah,
All right, so Nikki, let's try to see who won this argument on this particular topic. I think we're looking pretty even. 1, 2. All right, looks like we got more eights. We got more. I'm sorry, more twos than ones on this
how
one.
many two? How many twos did you get?
Eight. I got 8 twos. I got 8 twos and 6 ones.
You
I got
got
two.
too many lies happening in the comments. That's all I want to say. Too many lies.
The
Too
people in the
many.
comments have spoken.
Is this going to be biased all night, Your
You
Honor?
know what?
Is this
I
going
mean,
to be
It's
biased
going to
it's
all
be
not
night?
biased
double.
because you've called
Is
in
this
your
going to be
troops to make
biased
sure
all
that
night,
you
Your
win
Honor?
because
Double.
you couldn't
You have a
depend on your
history
own
on
merit.
this
That's
show,
okay,
okay?
double.
You have a history,
Is
and we know what you
I just want
do.
to know, is this going to
You
be is this not going to
intimidate
be
the
a fair
women.
trial? If it's not gonna be a fair trial, I need my lawyer.
You
The
are
comments are
intimidating
voting.
the
How is it
witnesses down there.
unfair?
Hey, and it looks like the people that spoken. It looks like it like double is taking around
It looks like double
round
has
one.
spoken.
Yeah, it's double is taking round one
Very
over
much
Elder
so.
Drug. So it's 1-0 right now. Elder Drug is trailing by one. But it doesn't make any difference because we still got another case to go. We got okay, the next one. We're gonna come up with that. Nikki, get ready for the new timer set for Elder Drug. Or actually, this time I think
That's
Elder
fine.
Drug went first. So now
That's fine.
double starts. So the question is, let's see, best way best way to handle conflicts in relationships. What is the best way to handle conflicts in relationship? We'll start with double. When Nikki's ready for her timer's
I'm
ready to
ready.
go.
I'm ready. We're
All
I
right,
bet
going.
let's
you
get
are. I bet you are. Um,
It's not a good way to handle this disagreement, double. It's not a good
okay.
way.
Excuse me. I'm so sorry. My time is getting interrupted.
Casper, you didn't
Your
vote,
Honor,
sir. Okay, go ahead.
as we present to you
Unbelievable.
today the case of how to handle situations in a okay, cool. All right. So everyone handles situations differently. We know that. People process pain, emotions, people process frustration and thoughts different ways. We understand that. So the best way to handle it would be to one, actually pay attention to your partner, to know how they react to certain situations, certain tones of voices. How do they react to your temperament when you're getting excited and maybe your energy is out of whack? You know, it might be a conversation. It might be a lack of a conversation. Sometimes you may need to go for a walk, take a deep breath, get some air. Maybe you might need to do some Pilates together. Maybe you may need to go on a lunch date because it's been a while. Maybe you may need to just go to sleep in another room for the night. Okay, different things or for different people. And there's a quote that I like to refer to: different strokes for different folks. Okay, sometimes different folks may need some different strokes to make them feel better, but that is not what we are saying so much right now. Different people process things differently, and you need to pay attention and you need to figure out what is the best way to suit your actual partner. I rest my
Hmm.
case.
Oh,
Double says he rests his case, and that, ladies and gentlemen, that it was double. Now we're gonna go right into it,
Google
and let
Google that, L.
when
Google that.
Nikki's gonna reset the timer.
Google that, L.
You didn't say
Google.
anything for me to Google, sir. You said maybe this, maybe that, maybe some sleep, lack thereof. No one knows what that means. No one knows what that
Contempt.
is.
Hey, this is Love and Order season 2, ladies and gentlemen. We just finished round one, which the question was, should there be gender roles in relationships? Double took the round one win with that argument. Now we are round two, where the question is best way to handle conflicts in relationships. And then Double just gave his 2 cents. And then now we're gonna go into Elder Drug with her 4 minutes to explain, give the best argument. Don't forget, audience, do me a favor. After they finish the argument, after L finishes, you're going to decide who wins the argument, or who wins the case of the case of handling conflicts in relationships. Elder Drug, you up?
Okay. So, as I was saying, I really don't know how to debate against what was just said because there was a lot of stuff that didn't really come to a conclusion, which unfortunately is the way that men like. So,
ooh.
we have to really think about, my opponent said things like pay attention to your partner. Maybe it's a conversation, maybe lack thereof, whatever that means. Something about Pilates and sleeping on a different. I don't know. There was a lot going on. But I
Objective.
think that the best way.
what's the
Badgering.
objection? What's the? He
Badgering.
says badger. He's
Okay,
badgering. He's bad. So you badger. I thought you badgered the witness,
you're
not
a
the
witness.
counsel.
My bad.
Thank you,
Sorry.
Your Honor. Thank you, Your Honor. Okay, so just so that we're all clear on what was actually said. Okay, so the best way to handle conflicts in the relationship, right? You approach it just like anything in a relationship. You approach it with understanding. You approach it with patience. So you have to remember that you and your partner are a team, right? So the conflict is the enemy, not your partner. You have to work together to understand each other. You have to see each other
Mm,
and to have that sympathy. The one thing that I will agree with my heavy on the conversation, you have to talk things through. You have to understand, how this makes that person feels. You have to also be in tune with self and understand how that makes you feel. Now,
right.
what I will say is a lot of times in relation, the trend is women tend to shrink themselves, right? To maintain the peace, and that is never okay. I will point out that a 2022 study by the Gottman Institute found that 80% of relationship conflicts are initiated by women, not because they are nagging, but because they are advocating for unmet needs. Whenever your needs
Mm,
are not being met, whenever something is off base for you, it's important to be able to speak up and again to be met with love, all right? When men learn to listen instead of dismiss, relationships tend to improve, all right? Um,
mm.
I'd also like to say that women express frustration that their partners don't help with housework or whatever it is that they're feeling overwhelmed with. And instead of telling her to, oftentimes, women are met with things like relax, you're overreacting, you're doing too much. And the compromise in and of itself could just be that you're willing, right? And that goes back to that meeting your partner with love and choosing the conflict to be the enemy rather than your partner. Compromise should not mean women have to let it go. It shouldn't mean that anyone has to let it go. In a relationship where only one person sacrifices is not a relationship. That's
Okay. And
So,
Elder Drug, does that complete your statement? Are you good
yes,
to go?
sir.
Your argument's
Thank
good?
you.
All right, ladies and gentlemen. That question was best way to handle conflicts in relationships, ladies and gentlemen. With that being said, we got to find out from the audience who
Hmm.
won, who was convincing and win the best argument. We're gonna put a one for Elder Drug, and you're gonna put a two for Big Double. One and two goes
I would
crazy.
just like to point out that some of y'all are blue and I
I'm red too, y'all. I'm red too. Don't worry about that. I'm red too.
Looks like we got not
Looks
10,
like it.
You counting
10
kind of,
to
you counting kind
10
of
to
fast, Nikki. You counting kind of
10 to
fast.
3, 10 to 3, 10 to
They
3.
got their backup pages in
Counting
there.
is over.
Those are
Counting
Ten
is
to
those are
over.
backup pages,
10 to
Nikki.
3.
Those are backup pages. Those don't even count.
The backup pages don't count. That's crazy. All right, so we got
Sorry,
right
what
now
is
we got a 1-1 tie. We got a 1-1 tie right now. We got a 1-1 tie. Let's go get speed up a little bit. Shout out to
Swervo,
everybody
that's
in
too
the
many big words in one sentence. You are in contempt of court right now.
Wow. Lazy. They're lazy.
middle. Elder Drug wins round two. Double wins round one. We got a tie right now. We're gonna go into round three right now. Make sure y'all tap in. This is Love and Order season two, with Elder Drug and Big Double going head to head on the speed hot topic rounds. And we're gonna go right to it. Right, round three. Round three. This time Elder Drug's gonna go first time. We're gonna have the question will be: is romance dead in today's society? Is romance dead in today's society? Everybody in the comments, be sure to be on the lookout to make sure you listen and make sure you vote at the end of the arguments. Elder Drug's gonna start us off, and timer set. All right, here we go. Elder Drug, go ahead.
all right. Is romance dead in today's unfortunately romance is dead. And I think we have to start off by defining romance. Romance means different things in genders, right? So what a woman may see as romantic, a man may see corny, right? But
Mm,
those things, the romantic, the reason why the romance occurs, right, is to make your partner feel special, to make them feel validated, reassured, all of those things. And unfortunately, a lot of times men seem to think that those things are just a waste of time or they're not necessary. So I think another important fact in this is when we think about modern dating culture, when we think about things that are happening today, we've definitely deprioritized romance in favor of convenience and instant. So when you think about dating apps, when you think about meeting someone online or over the internet, that really takes away the of courting, which is what's supposed
mhm.
to build that romance. Now, romance is not always initiated by the man. I think that women can show up in that department too and make their partner feel loved and valued and appreciated as well. But it's important to remember that again, in today's society, we kind of skip over that whole dating experience, that whole courting experience where the romance begins to bloom and unfortunately. 2023 survey, excuse me, in Cosmopolitan, the magazine Cosmopolitan found that 78% of women feel that romance has significantly declined with modern dating apps prioritizing hookups over deep connection. And again, when
Mhm.
we think about the age of social media, when we think about how quickly there's a turnover rate with things because of social media, because we are so connected, we grow very used to that instant gratification. We grow very used to getting something right then and there. And unfortunately, that's not how romance works. Honestly, in this culture, it's really hard for romance to bloom unless you're truly intentional and take your be romantic with.
Mm-hmm.
Um, these days, grand gestures, handwritten love letters, planned out dates, those things, like I said, go by the wayside. Today's dating culture revolves around quick text, ghosting, last minute WID, y'all know WID messages, all right? And that's not okay. That's not how you court someone. That's not how you that's not how you foster a romantic connection. I would like to close by saying that love used to be an art, and unfortunately now it is an out. Thank you.
Oh,
Mm.
drop the mic.
Okay,
Wait,
okay,
oh my
okay.
God, I might not be
Could
muted.
you put
Oh
her
my
back on
God.
mute, please?
Put me on
You
mute.
know,
she,
remute her.
she was not muted. Holding you in contempt, Nikki. You in contempt. How you
Thank you
hold the
so
bailiff in
much.
contempt for
Oh,
outbursts
I
in the
thought I was
courtroom?
muted. I thought I was.
Nope.
Oh my gosh.
She said, I might not be muted. I might not be muted.
Yeah.
Period.
Okay.
Yeah, shout out to everybody. But appreciate everybody pulling up. Love and Order Season 2. I'm your host, Vibes, Judge Vibes, aka Honorable Judge Vibes, plus respect on my name. Hey, now we just had Elder Drug go to round 3, and now we got double, big double. What was your the question was,
Um,
is romance dead in today's society?
Um, Thank you so much for the TikTok bars. Those are amazing. Shout out to Trump for bringing TikTok back for sure, because the TikTok bars definitely helped you 100%. The question was, is love not here anymore? That's what we want to know right now. So I'm so glad that I got a chance to listen to you explain yourself so much that you were able to contradict yourself. We heard you talk about words like declining, and it's not as available as it used to be. All right. So that means that there's still instances and substances of love in the air that you just have to look and find. All right. It may not be clear because some people are interested and attracted to people who aren't capable of showing this. And that's because they weren't taught it. So because they weren't taught it and they don't know how to properly utilize it, does that mean that it doesn't exist at all? No, that just means you need to make better choices in the people that you decide to be around. Yes, for sure. I'm so sorry. Horrible decisions, just throwing it out there. Love definitely does exist. Valentine's Day is next month, by the way. So if anybody that doesn't believe love exists, let me know, because I will have a Valentine's gift for you, and we could definitely work on Valentine. Love is still in there, okay? Romance is still here as well too, okay? So romance is a feeling of love, strong attraction towards another person, often expressed through courtship behaviors. So even though a lot of these romances are going on online or text messages and stuff like that too, because we're dating online through text messages. We're dating people that we met on websites. So a good morning message, how are you doing? A simple FaceTime may be the closest we can get to actually being able to, express that. All right. We also want to express our love and romance through acts of affection, intimacy, gestures that make someone feel special and desired. You've never felt desired by a man? Is that's horrible. I'm so sorry that you've decided to be dealing with these little boys, because men, we're still out here. We like to give flowers, we give back rubs, foot rubs,
Yeah,
forehead kisses.
we
You feel
do.
what I'm saying? We'll run your bubble bath. You feel what I'm
Lick toe
saying?
jams, lick toe, we lick toe
There's still
jams.
men
We do
out
lick
here
toe
that are willing
jams.
to do that,
Yeah,
and there are women
yeah.
out here who are willing to. Women are what? Romance doesn't excel. Romance doesn't exist.
This is
Women
crazy.
are out here willing to sacrifice their lives, their soul, their spirit, their own peace of mind to make some of these ungrateful and useless men happy. Call me. Valentine's Day is around the corner. Just letting you know. Romance still exists. It's in the air. You just need to make better decisions and find it. I rest my case.
Hey, okay, okay, okay. I'd like to add to that. Men do lick toe jams, and we also, yeah, we do all that.
I'm a
Anything.
lover.
And men, I find out to be, I think that men still are doing romantic things. I just think it's kind of like maybe kind of shaded by the other stuff that's not so
Right,
good in
right.
relationships.
I have a whole
Um,
romantic getaway for Nikki too. We have a whole romantic getaway. You know, how dare she say there's no romance that doesn't exist? Whole romantic getaway planned.
Yo, all right, y'all. You know what time it is? Hey, this is Love and Order season 2. Make sure y'all go ahead and get a vote
We're not
in.
doing
Vote in right
rebuttals
now.
together. No.
You
No, we
getting a
don't
Uh-huh.
do
rebuttal?
rebuttals.
You
No,
getting a rebuttal?
no.
No,
Oh,
We
we don't
didn't
do
get a rebuttal
rebuttal.
for the last one. We didn't get a rebuttal for the
No,
last one.
we don't
Next,
why
give
didn't you
we don't
speak up?
next,
Double,
we
you
don't do
have to
next,
speak
rebuttals.
up.
next.
Speak up.
All right, go ahead and vote.
Got a
Go ahead and
good
put your
point.
votes in. 1 for Elder Drug, 2 for a big double. Go ahead and put your votes in. Put your votes in. Put your votes in. See who won in round 3. Looks like
Hold
we got a
on.
lot of
Let me
twos, so
see.
we got a
Okay,
we
you
got a lot
count
of
the
twos.
twos. I count the ones.
Okay, I count. Okay. All
Make
right.
sure you got the glasses.
How many did you get?
May I at least while we're
No,
counting
we
point
object.
out, I just want to point out that Double said anybody who wants a Valentine on tagged app, y'all. Where's the romance? Then he said
Right.
I got a whole getaway for Nikki. Where's the romance? I'm gonna need y'all to
Right.
think about what you're typing.
Our
I'm gonna
romantic
need y'all to reconsider, okay? Because if you do that, I'm gonna think you.
romance doesn't mean it doesn't mean it doesn't mean a relationship. Go find it, Elle. Go find
That's
it.
crazy.
Make better
How many
decisions.
did you get, Vibe?
All right, so I got wait a minute, two.
Thank you,
one
Shit.
That's
second.
what I got. That's right, Shin. I got 5.
Make better decisions.
Casper, are you voting? Where is my number one?
Oh my God.
Where's my number one?
I got 7. Somebody
Thank
said
you.
1 and 2. I got 7. I got 7 twos.
Oh, now we got 6. You didn't get 7 though. It's tied.
Oh, 6. Oh, 6.
It's
It's
6
tied.
It was
It's tied.
No.
Yeah.
Can't be.
No.
Yes, it was.
Not a time.
Cannot have a tie.
There we go.
It was tied. Nope. Madam already voted. It was tied. It was tied. Casper just came in and voted. It was tied.
Okay.
Dickie,
so
too
we-
late. Too late.
So
too
both.
late.
All right. So
Vote
so
closed.
both.
The vote was locked before Casper, by the way. Just on it out there.
It was not. I locked the votes, Double.
If Casper's
I
vote,
locked the votes.
I feel
All right, so
like
we
Double
calling it a
arguing
tie.
with
We
the
calling
bailiff.
it. We calling it a tie for that one. So that brings us 2-2 a piece.
Yeah.
Elder Drug, Double, tied 2 piece. All right. Here we
That's
go.
what we doing tonight, y'all. That's what we doing tonight.
Double, you
That's
don't
what we
remember
doing
last
tonight.
time you got the courtroom shot up, okay? We trying to have some
It's about
order.
to happen.
Oh, yeah.
I got my people
Yo,
outside.
he was.
They
Yeah,
waiting- they waiting
last time.
outside.
I remember
They
what happened
waiting
last time in the
outside.
court. It was crazy. It was crazy.
It was
in the courtroom
crazy.
last
We're
time.
not doing
It was
that today.
pandemonium
Got
in the
order.
courtroom.
They
All
outside.
right, so all right, for you just joining us, this is Love and Order. All right, we're gonna go to round 4. Round 4 right now. So we got a subject now. We're gonna pull up real quickly. Is right now we're tied. Elder Drug 2, Double has 2. So now we're gonna go to the next subject is let me see. I got are relationships these days fair to both men and women? Are relationships these days fair to both men and women? All right. So last time I played Elder Drug went first. So double going first this time.
You're killing me.
Big Fat Yocho, I see you.
You are killing me tonight, yeah.
Oh, let me mute myself.
You're killing me tonight.
All right, let's go. All right, so double you up next. Are relationships these days fair to both men and women? Tough.
Your Honor, we are gathered here today, brought to you by the people, and the people are fighting the question of if relationships are fair for men against women. I'm so sorry, there's hecklers on the side, they're not. Okay, the answer is 100% no. Relationships are not fair between men and women. No, no matter how you, no matter how you go about it, there will be some type of imbalance. Okay, there'll be some type of imbalance, no matter how you go about it. There will either be women complaining about life's not fair. You guys never treat us the way we're supposed to be treated, or you have the guys who understand that life's not fair, and you women won't treat us all the way we're supposed to be treated. There's always going to be some type of balance that won't be set into stone. Y'all know what I'm trying to say for real. But the moral story is right. So women have their own, not necessarily roles, but they have their own hardships. They have their own struggles, right? Everybody understands the struggles of a woman, right? You guys don't have as many rights as y'all want, right? There are problems when it comes down to protection. You go into the streets and stuff like that as well. Pregnancies, right? Things could go wrong. As far as a man, we don't know if we're going to make it home anytime we go outside. We don't know if the job is going to take us out one day. There are different. Yes, I did. There are different things. There are roles.
Double wow. Yeah.
Your Honor, we are gathered here today to let you know that it is not fair between the men and the women. There will always be some type of unfairness going down. I can see. I respect
Congratulations, Elle goes crazy. That's crazy. You rest your case there, Double. I guess double rest his case. So we gonna go ahead.
That's my case.
Double rest his case. So we gonna go shift over to Elle the Drug real quick.
I tried. I tried.
Shout out double man. Appreciate you, bro. All right, Elle the Drug. Timer's up. Let's make it happen.
Okay. That was painful. Yeah, that was painful. Okay. There's imbalances, women complaining. Y'all know what I'm trying to say. That's what my notes said, y'all. Just throwing it out there. All right. So the question posed is, are relationships these days fair to both men and women? Unfortunately, the answer is no. All right. Women carry the bulk of emotional and domestic labor in relationships, point blank, period. The American Time Youth Survey in 2022 found that women still do 60% more household chores than men, even when both partners work full. All right. Additionally, in 2021, studies found that women are more likely to be the primary, and I need y'all to get with me on this, are more likely to be the primary emotional support system in a relationship. Let's take a moment and think about what that means. All right. Emotional support is very tedious. It's a very difficult job. Not saying that men can't and won't do it or don't do it at all, but studies show that women are more likely to be the primary emotional support system. So when you think about that role for yourself, when you think about that role for your partner, when you think about that role for your kids, for your extended family, for your work and coworkers and all of those things, that is a very difficult burden to bear. So that in and of itself is a key element to this argument. All right.
Mm-hmm.
Often managing the mental well-being of partners while receiving less support in return makes the job that much more difficult. Okay. Wife work is a term that was coined by a researcher. Her name is Susan Moshert. Okay. And it describes how women plan vacations. We remember birthdays. We handle the invisible labor. We get the gifts. We pay the bills, like, and not saying that our money necessarily pays the bills, but we're the ones that actually make the payment from the account. You get what I'm saying? So wife work is actually a real term that was coined by a researcher, and it's because these things exist, right? And there are many other examples of this, and I'm sure you all have some that you've lived through in the comments. All right. Now, a lot of people think that men work hard and provide financially, which men do work hard. They do tend to. That's typically the traditional role, providing financially. But we already know that, these days that statistic is not as common, right? It's not as common as it once was. So the argument was that the division in labor is fair, but unfortunately, women are working just as hard. Over 40% of U.S. households have female breadwinners, not making the same amount, breadwinners, all right? Yet these same women still do the majority of the housework. Financial contribution does not erase the unpaid labor women do daily, all right? Women are not free therapists. Women are not maids. Women are not event planners. If men want modern women, they need to be modern partners. And if you don't want a modern woman, unfortunately, that's the day and age that we are living in. So either get with it or get lost.
I would like to rebuttal, Your Honor. I would like to rebuttal.
You got a few seconds. Go ahead. You got one.
My rebuttal will be, my initial argument was no. So all she did was provide evidence to back up my initial case and statement. I rest my case, Your Honor. Thank you so much.
Again, women have to do all of the labor.
All right.
Women have to do all the labor. Double. She had to come up here and argue for you too. Oh,
wait, it's a bias. Wait a minute, Nikki. Wait a minute. Whose side are you on, Nikki? What is going on?
Keeping time.
This is
all right.
crazy.
Everybody, in the audience, go ahead and vote. Go ahead and vote. Elle the Drug 1 and double 2. Put that in the comments. Let's go ahead and tackle this thing real quick.
She backed me up.
I would like to quote the illustrious 38. Elle the Drug speaks the truth. It don't be lies. Period.
No cap. For real.
6, 7, 8.
I think the comments are messing up right now. I don't see all of those.
Adore, my number was 1. Just so you know, Adore, you keep putting 2. I just wanted to make sure you knew that my number was 1.
Oh, so it's 6. I got 6 for 2.
No, you don't, because you're double counting. I'm not double counting.
No, they're putting double thing. My bad. So Elle wins it. Yeah, it looks like Elle wins it. Elle wins it. All right. So Elle got 3.
Double. I'm gonna need a little bit more fight. Okay, you said okay. Just a little bit more. Oomph.
I see the comments flooded. There's a group chat going on over there. It's crazy.
All right, let's get it. All right, so this one is so L 3, double has 2. All right, cool.
That's what you're
All
supposed to
right,
be doing, 808.
all right, so
Listen, you can't deny the truth. Okay. Shout out to 808. She knows the all right.
Thank you.
Shout out to her.
Thank you. Thank you so much for being
all right,
non-binary.
so
Unlike this one over here.
all right, for the last question, it's the last question. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We got last question. What's the last question? Are boundaries necessary in relationships? Did I already ask that already?
Yes.
Mm-mm.
Yes.
We didn't do that one.
No, we don't.
It sounds familiar.
No, we didn't do that one yet. Boundaries. All right, last question. But this round, you only get 2 minutes. This is the last round. You
Oh.
get 2 minutes for the last round. Sorry about that. Thank you. Last round is 2 minutes, and we'll get it cracking. Get it, make it happen. All right. So if you just join us, this is Love and Order season 2. This is Elle the Drug versus Double on the hot topics. Quick case line. All right. So we're gonna have to get the last question is going to be: are boundaries necessary for relationships? And I think Double went first last time. Double went first last
I
time.
went first, Your
All
Honor.
right. So Elle the Drug goes first this time. 2 minutes on the clock. This is the last round. Make it convincing. Let's go.
Oh goodness. Okay. Are boundaries necessary in relationships? Absolutely. Boundaries are necessary for every part of your life, especially in relationships, because we talked about earlier how you give so much of yourself. Boundaries protect emotional well-being and create healthier relationships overall, not only with yourself, but with your partner as well. All right. A study in the Journal of Social and Personal Relationships in 2021 found the couples who set clear boundaries report higher satisfaction and lower conflict rates than those who do not. Whenever you have boundaries, a lot of times when we think about boundaries, we think about them as like a way to keep people out, away from the process. But in reality, boundaries are ways for us to keep ourselves in. Think about it as a fence, right? A fence around you. So that way, whenever someone comes into your fence, now you have the option to move differently, to kick them off of your property, if you will, and to make sure that yourself is protected, because we don't have control over what other people do, but we certainly have control how we react, respond. All right. A woman who sets a boundary around how much emotional labor she is willing to provide prevents burnout and resentment. Right. So this is the amount that I can take. This is where I'm at. This is the boundary. I need you to do this so that I don't burn out and I'm able to continue being that nurturing, loving creature that you fell in love with. Similarly, enforcing boundaries around
Mm-hmm.
communication, like no yelling during arguments, no calling out of names, no disrespect, right? Don't stay in line. You keep those boundaries. That's, in fact, how a relationship exists, right? Because relationships have natural boundaries built into them. All right. Love without boundaries is chaos. Without limits, relationships turn into battlegrounds of unmet expectations and simmering, resentment. All right. A lot of people think that sometimes too many boundaries create distance in relationships, but boundaries are not walls, they are guidelines for respect. A lack of boundaries does not bring people
Is it
closer.
time?
It leads to emotional
Time.
exhaustion and eventual.
I object. It's
All
overtime.
right.
I would like to retract the last few seconds of my statement, please, Your Honor.
Second.
The last few seconds are
Thank you
retracted
so much. Yes.
because
Can we
that's
take that? Can
double
we take that away from? Take that off. Thank you so much.
overtime. Shout out to Elder Drug on her statement. All right, double. Go ahead and do your thing, bro. 2 minutes on the clock. We'll wait for Nikki. Nikki's gonna get 2 minutes on the clock real quickly, and then we're gonna go ahead and get it. Go ahead, double. It's the last round. Don't forget, it's the last round. L, the drug is up 3-2. All right, so just make it this count. Let's go, double.
Boundaries are definitely necessary. They're definitely necessary. Like you said, without boundaries, we can't necessarily move forward. But there's a lot of violence over there, so we have to be careful with her boundaries, because clearly her boundaries come with some type of aggression and anger. So be very careful with her boundaries for sure. But with boundaries, right, you get more compassion, greater assertiveness. Your needs are met. Less anger, less anger, right, and resentment. Feeling of peace and safety. Time and energy to do things that nourish and bring joy to your body, mind, and spirit. You get to feel respected by yourself and others. Less conflict in relationships. Improved communication. Greater self-esteem. Less anxiety and stress. Increased confidence. Feeling understood and accepted by friends and family are all necessary. You know what I mean? These are all things that come from having your boundaries. All right. Yes, you have to be aggressive sometimes because without the aggressiveness, people won't understand what your boundaries are. They think they can tiptoe and walk around and skate on thin ice until that ice actually cracks. So please be careful with people that do not respect your boundaries. Okay. You have to protect your well-being. Boundaries
Mhm.
build trust. They balance independence and connection. We already know that as well too. Okay. So do not forget that your boundaries are important. Just like I know that I don't need the rest of this time for you guys to understand what I said. I rest my case.
I would
Double.
just like to say that, I felt attacked in this last round. I was referred to as angry. A black woman is nothing short.
Wow.
And I feel like her
Race
attacking
is
me like
very
that.
strong there.
I feel like her attacking me like that was crossing one of my boundaries, and I feel uncomfortable. So please don't do that again. Let's please not do that again.
Shout to double, shout to Elder Drug in the building. This is Love and Order season 2. All right, that was the last question. So we're gonna go ahead and go to the audience, the comments. Let's decide. Who
Oh, that
decide?
was
Let's
a good
decide
one.
right now. Who wins? Who's gonna win that round? And we get a final tally of who actually win the entire event here. All right. Let me see how many we got. A lot of twos.
Mm,
Got a few twos. We got a
mm.
few ones.
So your vote already, Sassy. So you're ready. First time.
Yeah, double voting like what?
Five.
No
Carrie, were
double
you in here
voting.
the whole time, Carrie? I don't think that counts. I'm watching y'all down
I
there.
got I got 6 so far. How many you have?
6. I got let me see. I'm double counting. One.
I don't think I double
I got
count.
6 2. I got 6 twos.
Dang. We got another
I would like to point out that I
time.
use statistics, powerful quotes, and examples, as well as counterpoints and rebuttals for my argument.
Six
I think
two.
What?
Double got some people plot, they in the comments.
I
That's
would like
crazy.
to announce that I came through with facts as well. Thank you so much.
even though even though ties are split points, we do have a winner, even though there was two ties. All right. So with that being said, the winner of these cases on the hot topics is L the drug with 4. Double came in close with 3. Big shout to the double. Last time he came in, it was crazy pandemonium in the courtroom, but that's okay. We forgive him. He's back in the courtroom. He's free to go. You know what I'm saying? We appreciate you. Let's go ahead and give our outros real quick. And then we're gonna let DJ Sunfire come up for for last little closeout little party turn up time. All right. Wow. All right, Elder Drug, go ahead.
Yeah. Hey y'all. My name's Elle the Drug. This was fun. Shout out to Nikki. Shout out to Vibes. This was great. Thank you so much for having me back.
Of course.
I saw a lot of my friends in here. I saw Casper. I saw my sister Patina. I saw Miranda. I saw my girl Big Bag Harley. I saw
Appreciate you.
Sassy Red. Also, I appreciate y'all for pulling up. I saw my nephew Teddy. Hello. Um,
Shout to the scouts in the building.
Shout
Shout
out
to
to
the
them.
scouts.
Yeah, period. You can catch me on Tuesdays. All right, Tuesdays, as I like to call it, where I host my show, Modern Day Bay. It comes on at 11 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, adorning the book. It comes on at 11 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It's also available on all your favorite streaming podcast platforms. So make sure that y'all go to the search bar, type in Modern Day Bay, and hit that subscribe over there because you know what I'm saying. That helps me out significantly. All right, and that was also on my show. I'm on his show on Fridays. We do
Yeah.
a show together called The Code with Nikki 24/7 and Top Badge Fame on Sundays. Casper has a show Mondays. Nikki has her. Everybody got something going. Just make sure y'all fave everybody. Make sure y'all tap in. And yeah, Vicky in the building. And shout out to you, Vibes.
I appreciate you, Elder Drug. Thank you so much. As always, it's a
Always a pleasure,
pleasure.
baby. Always a pleasure.
Big double. Go ahead to your outro, bro. Let's get it.
Big double, not the little one, man. Y'all already know. Always a good time when we in Vibes Live, man. This was definitely fun. Shout out to all those names that Elle definitely named just now. Those are her co-conspirators. A whole lot of criminals down there. So shout out to all the criminals that helped her you know what I mean, get away with this for sure. Big double, like I said, I have a whole bunch of shows, y'all. They all the information is in my bio. It's on my Instagram. Yeah, for sure. Don't fave me if you don't like the ratchetness. Don't fave me if you don't like the ratchetness. You already know. And they outside, y'all. They outside. Gotta go.
Oh my
Y'all
God, double.
crazy, man. Y'all crazy. It's going
Shout.
down. Gang, it's going down.
The ops is outside. Definitely the ops are outside. We appreciate Elder Drug. We appreciate Big Double. Thank y'all so much. Appreciate y'all. Everybody in the comments who voted, man. Thank y'all for the participation. Sorry. And that this is Love and Order season 2. That was the first Hot topics, quick court. It's a quick court. We're gonna work on some few things, but I thought it was a really good situation. We're gonna bring DJ Sunfire back up in here real quick to bring us to the outro. DJ Sunfire, we appreciate you, love. Thank you so much.
No problem. I'm gonna just play
Always
for
a
a few minutes,
vibe.
y'all. All right.
Always a vibe. Just a few minutes for the outcome. Let's go. Shout out to everybody.